Ready?
Yep.
See it?
Not yet. Alright, now I see it.
Get it?
Not yet.
Do you need more?
Yes, more. Now push it up. Alright, now I got it.
Coming through. Grab it, yes or no? Okay, I'm going to flip the cage. Don't touch the cage. Do not let go of the tape measure. Understand?
Okay.
Do not touch the cage. Oh. Can you get it?
Alright, got it.
All right, we have 5 totes done. They are painted. They are set to go in. I had to order more paint, so it took a little while to complete this. I tried to zoom in on how I was putting that air vent in, so hopefully in this video you can see a little bit better how I did it with the tape measure. But I need one more tote, and that'll be where the overflow of water comes out, is what that'll be. So I'll probably pick that up next week, and then we'll have all 6 totes. I'll need to pick up some paint and some red, and then I can finish number 6. Now I do have everything I need for the overflow. I'm running a 2-inch, not a 1-inch. What you seen me put in there for the air vent was a 1-inch fitting. I'm going to be running a 2-inch, which is going to be a 3-inch hole. That's going to allow a lot of water to come out when needed. Now, the reason number 6 is going where it's going to go there beside those ones is because off to the side of the concrete pad, it starts to go downhill and out into the bush and into a big hole. So the overflow will come out, it will hit the ground, travel like a little stream into that hole away from the house and away from the bunker. So no water is going to be kept over there whatsoever. That is if we need overflow. I'm sure we will. And I could have went smaller and it would have been a little cheaper because the attachment you have to put that on, and it's more expensive the bigger you go with your PVC. Like connecting all the totes, I'm going to connect them at the bottom. And I had to really think about how I'm going to do that. And it's going to be a little bit expensive. I mean, I don't want to depend on the shutoffs on the totes because 2 of my shutoffs don't work. So those shutoffs on the totes do break. And I don't want to depend on them. So I just open up wide open. I'm going to connect a 2-inch rubber thing you screw on. And then from there a 2-inch pipe. And then from there a 2-inch shutoff. And then from there a 2-inch pipe. And then a 2-inch uni. Which is going to allow me to detach each tote at will. Then I'll go from that to a 2-inch to convert it to a 3-inch. Is what I'll do. So then I'll need 6, 1, 2, well, yeah, I'll need 6 T's, and then I'll need 2 90s that are 3-inch, and of course my 3-inch pipe. So to complete the bottom and connect them all together, we're looking at probably around 300, 350 to do the bottom. And then that section will be done. I have everything to do the double flush. I have all that. So then I only need the eave trough. So between the eave trough and putting the money into the bottom, we will almost have a complete system ready to collect water. Now at the same time, off to the one side, I'm going to have an attachment that allows me to connect a hose if I choose to connect the hose. And it also needs another shutoff at the one section, probably where we're going to dump the water from that goes downhill, in case I choose to dump the entire system. So if it was, say, 5 degrees below zero, I would shut off all the totes. I would go out and open the bottom up and drain the 3-inch pipe all the way down. So now chances are that water's not going to freeze because it's quite a bit of water in a tote. After a couple days, temperature goes back up. Go back out, open everything up, and we're ready to go again. If we go down into, say, a minus 20, and we did that last year, you'd have to open it wide open. So everything would stay wide open. I'd go out, turn the main valve, dump everything. Dump the water in the totes, dump the water in the pipes. Or I could, actually, to be honest with you, I could just dump the water in the totes halfway. And then close it off, because the water would freeze and rise. So it wouldn't hurt the tote. Shut off the totes, drain the water in the actual 3-inch pipe and the 2-inch pipe that connects them all, and then let everything else freeze. And it should be fine. So I would still have some water. Or I could just dump the whole thing. We're going to have to see how cold it gets this winter and exactly what I'm going to do with that system. Once I get to the point I'm connecting them all at the bottom, then, and I got the eave trough in, then I'm going to have to start looking at my pump setup that's going to go in the house, and where I'm going to run it to the washer and to the toilet. But little by little, as you can see, I'm so slowly getting there. And what's kind of slowing me down is money. I mean, you got to buy all this stuff, right? And each section costs us a little bit of money. Like when I did the double flush, I mean, I was into maybe 500. And then you figure the totes, I had 3, but I had to buy, I need 3 more. And I could only haul 2 home. So I need to get 1 more. And those were $100 a piece. So you figure the totes were $300 to put them together. And then the bottom's actually more expensive where I connect all the totes than I think everything else was, because that's running almost $500. So, and understand, the reason I'm connecting the bottom is because that's almost like you have one humongous tote when you connect from the bottom. So if the water goes halfway on one tote, the water goes halfway on all the totes. And that's the reason for connecting them at the bottom, is what that is. The other reason for connecting at the bottom, if I get a lot of sediment inside there, okay, I could just open them all up and just let the water run out. And now a certain amount of that sediment is going to come out, right? And then I could hit it with the hose, pressure washer, whatever, to clean them out and start over. But you have to think in your mind, where am I going to put the shutoffs? And the idea of a union, okay, because you'll notice I want the shutoff, then I want the union, because you want to have it shut off, and then you want to detach from the union. So, meaning you can take one tote out, put one tote in. And then because I'm using these black things that I screw on to the end of the tote, well, I can take it off, put it on the new tote, and slide it in. Now, paint has been quite a bit of money. I mean, you can save money on that. Don't paint the cages, but the red paint was actually fairly cheap. It was only like $20 for 6 cans. I think I bought $60 on red paint, where the black paint was $30 for 6 cans, and one tote takes about 3 cans. And then you're going to need a couple extras to touch up after, because when we slide that tote in, it does take some of the paint off. So you need to touch it up after, is what you need to do. But we are 5 totes done, 1 to go. We are getting closer. If you haven't done it yet, hit subscribe, because there's more to come on setting up this elaborate water system that I am going through step by step through the process and how I'm doing it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.